Good morning, everyone. I'm on the road. So I'm on the road to Nevada, the Silver State, and so leaving Salt Lake this morning, and should be there in pretty good time, probably around 1 o'clock. So now we're back on Pacific Coast time, folks. So I'm kind of glad I live in California. I mean, I love California. But if I had to choose a state outside of California, it would be Nevada, and it would be the Las Vegas area. I love the high desert. I love the hot weather of Las Vegas. Most people don't. But any state outside of California, I love California to pieces. I love California, but if anything outside of California, it would be Nevada. It would be Nevada. It would be the Las Vegas area. Anyway, so, and of course I know more about Nevada and California than any of the other 50 states, especially California. But so a little bit about Nevada and maybe a little bit about Las Vegas. Even though I'm not going to Las Vegas, we're going to Winnemucca today. So, a little bit on, I guess I left the city limits already of Salt Lake already. That's weird. That's just weird. I thought I'd still be in the city limits by now. Anyway, a little bit of Nevada. Nevada was a territory, and it became a state in 1864. But in 1854, 4 years after the California gold rush, after no, excuse me, 9 years. In 1859, they found silver, the Comstock Lode. They found silver, the silver rush. So we had the silver rush. The silver's a little bit harder to get than silver is a lot harder to get than gold, but they still found silver, and of course they still came by the thousands to get the silver. That's put Nevada on the map, and of course in 1864 Nevada becomes a state, just right shy before Lincoln gets assassinated. So it was one of the last acts Lincoln did during the Civil War, to make Nevada a state in 1864. So people came to Nevada for the silver. So nothing really much happened to Nevada. Of course, a lot of people came to where Las Vegas is only because they've made their fortune in gold. They made in the gold rush. They made their fortune in the silver rush. The big difference between silver rush and gold, a lot of corporations got, they kind of learned their mistake, because in the gold rush, they more independent. They had more corporations, especially with the Comstock Lode. But the silver rush was more organized, a little bit more organized than the gold rush. Again, silver, you actually have to dig and tunnel and mine to get get silver than you do, because gold you can kind of pan out to the rivers and kind of rake those. Of course, you can dig to get the gold. But as for silver, it's a little bit more complicated to get silver. But silver also has its value as well. So with the gold and silver rushes, the people settled down and moved to the Los Angeles and Orange counties, and also to the southern Nevada area. And Las Vegas was pretty much a nothing boom town. California was already well established by 1864, and and it's funny because gambling and prostitution was actually illegal in Nevada. That's interesting, because in California, it's funny how the tables are turned, because you go to Barbary, of course you go to San Francisco, you could have a prostitute, you could gamble in San Francisco, but in Nevada it was actually illegal. So the things got reversed. That's kind of a weird notion, trivia tidbit, that things got reversed. things kind of stayed small until, you know, like I said, you had the silver rush in Nevada, and hopefully I don't have to have chains when I get into the Sierra Nevadas. Anyway, because I'll be going back that way. Anyway, and I'm kind of glad the weather is better, because I can't stand the weather. I just cannot stand the weather of everywhere else. Anyway, nothing. Then the Depression hits, and then to recycle Nevada, that mountain, something else. I wanted to record that mountain. That mountain is something. Look at that mountain. Look at that mountain. Look at that snow on that mountain. Look at that. I guess I'll record showing the scenery instead of myself. Anyway, so nothing happens. Then the Depression hits. Well, Franklin D. Roosevelt put people to work with the New Deal, and he put projects. And of course, before he was president, you had Herbert Hoover, who was president. Hoover was trying to do the trickle-down economics thing, you know, let the government. Wow! Look at that! Look at that snow. Something, huh? And of course, there's a SimCity factory. If you ever play something, it's like a SimCity factory. Look at that. And of course, look there. It's either those are the Rockies or those are the Sierra Nevada. I hope I don't need chains. I hope I don't need chains coming back, because I do need to get back. Anyway, so Franklin Delano Roosevelt put New Deals, putting people back to work, putting money, starting Social Security, and did a lot of public works programs to put people. Look at the snow in the mountains in the background. Are those the Rockies or those the Sierra Nevadas? Anyway, so looks like we're gonna have construction. So Franklin Roosevelt. So you could think that because we were in a horrible depression, when that because everybody was putting their money in the stock market. Banks were kind of buying off of credit. Credit was just, people were just saying, oh, you can pay credit for your, and there was no money to back anything. So it was kind of a major deal. What lane is closed now? They like to close unless there's shifting lanes. Anyway, looks like they're shifting lanes. Maybe they're going to expand the freeway. I don't know. It's freeway out here in the west. In the east, you have toll. East and Midwest, you have toll. I think we're on a service road. Anyway, so Franklin Roosevelt.
Construction was reported on I-80.
I can see that. I see there's construction. And it's Saturday, so they're not operating. They'll stop running at a slower speed. I'm recording into construction while I'm talking to you, because I wanted to give you my Nevada and Las Vegas history. So anyway, I wonder how long this construction's gonna last, but I don't like construction. I'm gonna turn it off for now. Or no, I think that was it for construction. You're gonna hear that rumble. The reason you hear the rumble is because we were actually on the reverse freeway here, thankfully. Hold on a second, let me just. Anyway, you see more snow in the background. So anyway, back to and Hoover Dam, I forgot it just escaped the top of it. It had a different name at the time, because they didn't want to call it Hoover Dam. But it was a different, I guess there's more road work up ahead. It says in 25 miles. So, anyway, so Hoover Dam, and that brought the water to Las Vegas. That's what, because otherwise it'd probably just be a dried up, with hodgepodge civilization, etc., etc. And My fault. I didn't get gas before I left. But anyway, maybe I can make it. I think I can make it. Anyway, so that's what put Las Vegas, and then that's what, all of a sudden Las Vegas becomes the Mega Lots because of Hoover Dam. They dammed up the Colorado River, and that's how they got their water source. Otherwise, it'd just be a boomtown hodgepodge, and so did Nevada. So Hoover Dam saved Nevada. Besides the Silver Rush, it was Hoover Dam that saved. I forgot the other name. It came on flip-flopping names throughout the years. They didn't want to call it because Hoover was kind of like the bad guy president because he really didn't care about the public. And that's why FDR won his election, and of course he stayed in office until 1945 throughout World War II. Hoover Dam was completed in '36, thanks to the Public Works problem. It's too bad all the museums are closed. Anywho, then I guess they decided to reverse things. They legalized gambling. They legalized prostitution. Well, prostitution is not legal in Clark County, but it is legal. Look at all these signs for Nevada. All of a sudden, because Nevada is the gambling capital of the world. More road work. It snows here in Utah. I'm still in Utah, by the way. So, it's a Saturday. So anyway, I'm gonna be tunneling through those mountains. I'm wondering how I'm gonna navigate through those mountains. So gambling, but it's still like a very small area, and we have a lane closure. They don't tell you much of anything, do they? Looks like a lane closure. So, I'm not sure what type of work zone this is. Maybe it's a nothing. Maybe it's just there. Maybe they're just having anyway, so 1947, the former mob boss Bugsy Siegel. Now Bugsy Siegel was not a mob boss originally. Originally he was just a he was just he worked his way up. He was the North Side mob boss, competitor of Al Capone in Chicago, but he left for Nevada to retire, get away from the mafia, and he wanted to get away from the mob. He wanted to get away from it all, get away from the mob. And I know they're building there. So sorry, my YouTube aren't very good today. Anyway, so I'm trying to concentrate on driving too. So anyway, he retired and he decided to build his casino in the Flamingo, which I stayed at, by the way. It's a beautiful, that's the one thing about, about that casino. Because he wanted to be a legit person, and gambling became legal. And that's the one thing about, he wanted to be he wanted to get out of the mob, and of course that didn't, of course the mob kind of followed him, and he still had his ties to it, even though he tried dropping it. If you saw Godfather, Part 3, you know, he was trying to get out. You know, he's trying to get out of it. You know, trying to get out of the racketeering. So, you have to folks, watch Godfather Part 3, and you can see what I'm talking about. He was trying to be a legit businessman, get out of it, but it's hard to get out when you're, you know, it's kind of like you know, you're something for life. You know, I don't know if they're closing lanes or if they're just gonna have construction or what. Jeez. It snows here in Utah. It snows. So, and he kind of put Las Vegas on the map by establishing. And the Flamingo today is, you know, that's the one thing I like about, you know, I've been to Las Vegas so many times. I've been to, you know, hundreds of times to Las Vegas, and you know, if you want to pass me, buddy, go ahead. I just want to be safe. On and off in construction here. This is called the construction bill. Anyway, because it looks like there's gonna be more than 15 more miles here. I'll charge my battery tonight. Anyway, so, and the Flamingo is a very beautiful, you know, one of my first reviews on the Flamingo, service. They treat you like a human being. You are a man's man. You are a human being. It doesn't matter what your class, creed, or whatever you are. I mean, I had wonderful, beautiful service. And our tailgater, but that's one of the things about the beauty of Las Vegas. But the Flamingo, I think it's what Siegel wanted. In 1947, when he established the Flamingo, he bought a rundown motel and turned it into a beautiful, and that was the establishment of not just gambling, you know, but also, you know, getting a massage, hair salon for the women, you know, salon, makeup, and, you know, manicures, pedicures if you want it, you know, buffet, you know, and you're treated like a civilized human being, and that's what he established with Nevada. That's what he established. He established, you know, you want to be treated like a human being, he's going to treat you like a human being. He's going to and he wants to pamper his guests, and that's what people flooded to that. People like that. So all of a sudden, because of that, other ventures came out with other casinos and hotels and casinos, and people wanted to come to Las Vegas, not just to gamble and relax, but also to get pampered and get entertainment. Then entertainment started coming. Then the Rat Pack started coming with Sammy Davis and Sammy Davis and Frank Sinatra. You know, the Rat Pack came in and they started entertaining. And look at those billboards. I'm gonna get over to the right lane just to get this tailgater out my. Anyway, so a lot of construction around here. I don't know what's gonna be like in 12 miles of what the GPS is talking about. Get away, you stupid tailgater. Anyway, so yeah, you like it. So anyway, entertainment. It became the entertainment capital of the world with, you know, the Rat Pack, and people were, coming in, you know, Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. and they were entertaining, and so Las Vegas became the hit town to become in the 1950s, and Elvis Presley visited. Of course, Elvis did start living there in the 70s, but in the 50s he was visiting, and people, you know, you can see your famous movie stars, and then I know I'm doing Las Vegas and not more, you know, I know more about Las Vegas, and of course, but the mafia still had its ties, you know, secret ties, and they owned a bunch of casinos, but then there was an non-casinos that were there. And of course, yeah, my first major review on the Flamingo. You want quality food, quality room, beautiful bed, beautiful everything, you know, massage, you know, you want to be treated like a human being. I recommend staying at the Flamingo. Established in 1947. Well, it was taken over in 46, but officially established in 47. The oldest casino, and it's a landmark. So it's gonna be, it's, you know, as the years went by, you know, hotels, you know, got, you know, like the Silver Slipper and the Concha and you know, go and come. You know, you know, the T-Bird, they go and come, but the Flamingo is one of them that stayed the course, and they stayed, you know, as hotels and casinos went and come throughout the years. That's why every time I go to Las Vegas, there's always a new, you know, hotel going up and a new hotel going, and the hotels are gone. You know, it's a shame. You know, some of the classic ones are gone, like you know, the Aladdin's gone. It's now the Planet Hollywood. Of course, I stayed at Planet Hollywood. I don't care for the Planet Hollywood. But you know, you have various hotels and casinos. And in the old days, they used to give away the food. They, you know, they wanted you to gamble. They used to give away the food. You know, it's basically extremely cheap. I remember they give away the food, and they my battery power is running low. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this. So I'm going to wrap this up. If I'm able to finish this, you know, I don't know if I am. I'll see if I am. Anyway, I hope I could finish this recording. So throughout and all of a sudden, because after World War II they did atomic testing in northern Nevada, and I'm sure you heard of Area 51, where they store the aliens. And of course, the SR-71 Blackbird was tested in that part of Nevada, into Southern California. And my dad was scared by that. He was going into Palm Desert. You know, my dad could tell you about how he was tested, because they were testing, you know, because it was during the middle of the Cold War. But they did a lot of atomic testing in central Nevada. A lot of atomic testing was done throughout the 50s and 60s. Atomic and nuclear testing, and they did a lot of. And Area 51 was one of the major test sites. And Area 51, you probably have heard of Area 51, extraterrestrial highway. You know, people see UFOs on Highway 95, US 95, and of course, you know, the UFOs. Anyway, so Las Vegas has always been so Las Vegas is the entertainment capital. I talked about the atomic testing, and it's still thriving today, and it's kind of economic proof, sort of economic. Of course, with this pandemic, people are not working, and you know, sort of economic proof. Anyway, I have low battery power. I don't know if I can continue this recording, and I'll see if I can see you in the next recording here. I don't know if I crossed over into the Pacific time zone. Across the Bonneville soft flats. I don't know how I'm going to record too much. In Nevada now.